What up? Welcome back to another episode of Dub Techno Music with Naturlig Funktion. How are you doing? It's been a while. I don't have any plan for the video today, so I'm just gonna do an update basically of what's been going on, and then we will have a little. I sort of just started something yesterday, and we will work on that a little bit. So, yeah, what's been going on? I mean, I think as a parent, people will probably relate to this, like that when you have a kid that has just started preschool, I think the moments when everybody is healthy and not having a cold is just pure bliss, which are then quickly crushed by the fact that they will get a cold again. But now it seems that we're on our way back. So everybody's starting to get healthy again, which is nice. It's midsummer, summer is coming, and the last video we did on the Prophet Rev 2, it was at the same. It was after Super Booth, so the TR1000 had its new update, the 1.2, and that update has not been well, in my opinion. I haven't really been on the. There's been a lot of, I think, at least, there's been a lot of comments I've seen from people about the Roland TR1000, that it had so many issues and whatnot. And I stand firmly that it's been a pretty good machine, but this latest update, I think, has made it, at least my machine, it has made it very buggy. So previously, what I did was that let me see if I have everything. Yeah, more or less. I mean, previously I synced everything from the Roland. It was quite a complicated setup. I sent the MIDI out from the computer into the Roland, but I also had I had the possibility, so I could start everything by just pressing play. And I can't do that anymore, because if I sync the Oxy 1 from the Roland, I don't know what it is. I've been turning off every CC. I think there's something to do with the amount of MIDI or something that the Roland is sending out, because the Oxy 1, it starts off fine, but then it's almost like it's get an LFO to the tempo, and it just sort of goes bananas, and the only way to fix it is to restart the Oxy 1. So obviously that is not, like, you cannot have that possibility in the back of your head that, oh, I might be able to restart the Oxy 1. So it was like, after I posted the video, it was a lot of, because for the video, I wanted to sequence the Prophet from the computer, which is something I like to do every now and then. If I do a more sort of melodic, traditional sort of chord sequence, I think the piano roll is very good. So that has sort of been my issue with this current hybrid setup, is that I want to sort of sequence everything from a machine so that I press play on the machine, but I also want to have the possibility to use the piano roll in the computer. And long story short, it did not work that well. So what I have done now is that I sort of fully committed to sequence everything from the computer. So what I'm doing is I'm sending out the MIDI from the computer is going into a through box, which is then syncing the TR1000. And the TR1000 is not sending any MIDI now. It's like nothing is connected to it. Previously, I had the MIDI through then went to the Oxy 1. But now it's only like the MIDI out from the computer, it's going into the TR1000. And the other MIDI out from the through box is going into the Oxy 1. So the Oxy 1 and the TR1000 is being synced from the computer. So when I press play on the computer, both these play. From the Oxy One then, I am sending MIDI out into a merge box, which is also having a MIDI out from the computer as well. Yes. So the MIDI out from the computer and from the Oxy One is being merged, and which in turn is being, like the two outs are being sent. One is sent to the Prophet, and the other is sent to the Moog. So by doing this, I can, if I want, I just turn off the sequence on the Oxy One, and then I can sequence either the Moog or the Prophet from the computer with the piano roll, or I can sync it from the Oxy One. And from the Prophet, it's also like the MIDI out from the Prophet is going straight into the interface, so I can use the Prophet as a master keyboard as well. And this has been how I've been playing for like, well, the last almost 3 weeks now. This has sort of been, it's very stable. It's, I mean, the bonus is also that you get it like dead on time into Ableton. So yeah, that is what's been going on. Otherwise, I mean, I know we call this like dub techno exploration, but also like when I went, like just when I recorded the Prophet Rev 2 video, Luke Slater I noticed that he had released a new album with Planetary Assault Systems. So I've been listening a lot to Planetary Assault System, and it sort of further reinforced this urge within me to make music, which is sort of, I don't know, I wanted to feel that it's sort of sci-fi-esque in a way. You know what I mean? And then always when I try to do more like dub techno, I'm leaning into the dubby side of things, that it's sort of moving towards reggae, if you know what I mean. And if I do that, then it's sort of, for me, it's natural that you have a more of a sort of melodic bass line, you know, you have a melody coming in and stuff like that, which is cool. But I think if you want to have that, like Planetary Assault System, such a cool name as well. But if you want to have that sort of vibe, that sort of, how do you say, like, I don't know, it's the same if you listen to Jeff Mills or Robert Hood or Luigi Tozzi, one of my favorites these days. It's this like this feeling when you listen to this music that it's not from Earth almost. It's sort of ancient in a way, that you sort of feel that this is music that a caveman sort of could appreciate, but it's also like very, I don't know, it takes you to a place. And sometimes I sort of get into the ballpark, and basically I've been upping the tempo so that now I'm sort of starting off at 130 and moving up now, and I'm sort of getting into the more heavier side of things, which I think this little riff I get going now, it's a good example of it. So maybe let's stop there with the introduction and sort of change the camera angle to here.